As you can see, this movie has a lot going on. A lot of people are participating. An agreement is being built right now. We knew that Brad Garlinghouse Ripple would be there, and it was. I thought it looked like there wasn't much agreement. I saw the Brad Garlinghouse clip, and I'll play a part of it in this video, as well as the second video of the day, which will only show people in the crowd. It was just not there. I'm not sure if those panels had an effect on people in all areas, but we'll talk about it anyway, because Brad promised again that he would make an XRP ETF for customers and that it would happen soon. You might already know how I feel about this year. XRP will be worth 75 cents by the end of the year. We'll be ready to take over in 2025 if we can get the institutional money and the ETF news when they happen. As soon as we pass that 75-cent mark, anything is possible. This is the end. So let's line up all the good, interesting, and important news and hit it. Let's all jump together right now, please. Let's make sure we've talked about everything before we start. $7.76, sixth the price of Bitcoin 68. The value of Ethereum is 33% higher than it was the day before. While XRP stays at 51 cents, just as you thought it would. It's at the start of the whole show, $2 trillion or $564 billion in market value for cryptocurrencies. This is the thing I'm looking at. The price of Bitcoin is not staying at 68,000 right now, so even if it does, a drop to 66,000 might not be what we'll see. That last push-up will be seen by us. It won't happen right away, but it should happen in June at some point. Around $74,000, which will be the next step in the beginning of this Bitcoin urge, we'll probably see a bit. In case you didn't know, the XRP started the store. There is more moving to the side here. It's back up, and I'll add salad. Well, chained items in Bitcoin, but for now we only have 8 separate cups. These 30-ounce tumblers are brand new and okay to use. They're known as Bada Boom and Bada Beam. They now have them etched on them. That's right, it is. That is carved. You are not able to get it. The blue and white picture shows how beautifully the design is laser etched into the cup. It will never come off. We have army green, black, gray, teal, pink, and all of these beautiful people. We have 3 of the red ones. What is your most valuable piece of art down there? All countries get free shipping from us. You can get it for free in the US, China, Australia, the UK, Spain, or Italy. I think I'm the only one who makes these tumblers, and I'm happy to say that this is the best deal out there. Watch out for the store. It's slowly coming back to life. It sounds interesting to me. Enders by Brad Garlinghouse, Alabama says, hey, it will work out great as long as the Ripple stablecoin peg stays stable. Hey, you know what's going on here? For some strange reason, Brad Garlinghouse usually finds it annoying that 589 people follow him. I don't understand. You know about the number 589. XRP users and Ripple should be happy. It's all about the bear. A lot of people are interested in XRP, so Brad's continued use of that $500 at 89 is interesting. He even knows who is hiding behind the bear. One of them might be a joke. Here's a short movie, so please be honest. It's great how XRP fades away. The majority of Brad's team chose this, and I got the video. ML was there and could take video. It says that the USDC and USDT are not as good as the Ripple stablecoin. However, if you remember, Circle tried to move the USDC during the crisis but failed. I think this is because Circle does not have enough balance. The second thing was the USDC deed last spring, which was one of the main reasons, but I haven't talked about this in public. Circle stepped in 14 months ago and said, we'll stand it. The gap shrunk to 93 cents, and Circle promised $1. 20 to 30 billion people listened to Ripple, and USDC stayed the same. Based on what Ripple said, I think this is mostly because Circle has a small balance sheet. At the same time, I think you would have seen USDC get its money back, because RLE had $20 billion in its bank sheet to back it up. I believe this would have been a good thing. That being said, I think USDC will continue to be very successful. You must know about the Ripple stablecoin. We haven't really told the public about it yet, but I'm sure there's a big market for it. Even though it's still very early, I'm happy to see so much growth. Days, the Ripple stablecoin will have a big impact on the company's long-term plans. And the best thing about the biggest steady coins, it looks like everyone is saying they are getting rid of XRP and will no longer use it. What is this? There was a hose on us as holders, not at all. The stablecoin works on the XRP database. So any transaction on the SafeCoin XRP will be used, even though it won't be used very often. But when you look at the daily, weekly, and monthly transactions, you start to see a lot of them. All of these small amounts add up to something, and the more XRP lamps there are, the more we believe in them. There will be more reasons to use it. Penny, is it something you love or hate? XRP, she's really good now. She's right. There is no disagreement about this image. The end of this chart is almost here, which is good. A really good move is going to happen. In terms of XRP, this is the only goal you should have. People at 75 cents, XRP starts to rise. That thing has to stay put. I don't want to see or hear anything else because I can already picture what people will say. We need to get our money from 75, not 75. If that happens, we'll talk about the $150 amount. Our conversation may go on. Do we still have time to do something about the upcoming all-time high? No, we still have 6 months to do something. We would like to see this happen before the end of 2025 if it does happen. At that point, we'll have a good view. We'll try to beat the 6% market share that cryptocurrencies currently have, which got you $6 XRP. Let's get to that level of skill in the next 2 cycles. Then we'll hit $6 XRP. I'm just showing you the way I don't think it's the best. Let's see Brad Garlinghouse at Consensus to get where we need to go. Thanks for having me. Now pay attention. Possessing, I hope you had a great day. It was full of interesting things, and we got some great news yesterday. Okay, so you can get the Fairshade Big Pro Super P along with a $25 million gift. That's like putting more money into it than you already have. That's why the big gift is important. Do you still have that look on your face? We have $50 million. We have already given $25 million this year. We gave you $25 million in good shape. I'm pretty sure we'll give $25 million after that. This year is going to be very important for cryptocurrency, in my view. I'm not even going to talk about RLE because setting up the right regulatory system in the US is so important. There are a lot of people on stage today, as you can see. We've talked about how the CC has been almost dishonest by saying things like, okay, we'll let Coinbase go public, but now we're going to sue them for what they said they're going to do it by themselves. It's nice to know that it's not impossible to make the ETF safer while still improving it. I believe that Fairshake has been one of the most effective ways to remove barriers to dynamics, and Fowley is not a single problem. They are just encouraging pro-innovation. It's time for clear rules of the road in the United States, and we're finally seeing changes that will help. Consumer safety groups that support crypto had an effect. You should know that Fairshakes has something to do with the fact that 71 Democrats back FIT21. Because of this, we want to back projects that work, and I think the Fairshake team has done a great job. In addition, he makes some good points in what he says. It looks like we're starting to notice that. You mean in the US, a lot of people hold those government jobs, are beginning to accept cryptocurrency. The rewards are starting to become clear to them. They're starting to understand, though, that the big boys and Us.Thankx have something to gain from this, so they're working on laws and rules to keep the US from leaving behind. The US has time to do something. You already know that Trump wants to take over the Bitcoin markets. He wants the US to be in charge of cryptocurrency and be at the head of it, like how the early internet was. Yes, we're going to be ahead of the curve in the US. I no longer have any doubts about it. All of these things happened after everyone decided to talk about Ripple's funding for the Fairshake initiative, which deals with SEC attacks and crypto laws. Even though XP isn't as safe, accuracy is very important. And we'll talk more about this in the second movie of the day. In this case, Brad Garlinghouse thinks that XRP will be approved without any problems. If you own Cardano ETFs, you should sell Anna and check this out. A lot of cards that I bought are here. I used to own them before I sold them. For an absurdly big return, I bet everything on the H-bar, which has terribly underperformed. But if Cardano gets an ETF, we could see a $5 to $10 to $10 Cardano.